What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino, and in this one we go over the great news Michigan got on a 5-star offensive tackle plus a newly offered 4-star edge in the 2025 class, and we also talk about what Sherrone Moore said in his press conference today as he goes over some key injury updates on Rod Moore, Derrick Moore, and also updates on the offensive line as we could see a change to the starting offensive line. And he also talks about, the bye week for Michigan, quarterback Jack Tuttle, and much more. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so Michigan just got some huge recruiting news, as I'm sure some of you guys already have heard, but the 2025 5-star offensive tackle Andrew Babalola, ranked 15th nationally on 24/7 Sports rankings. Michigan has received multiple predictions going in their favor, as yesterday On3's Steve Wiltfong put in an On3 prediction for Michigan to land Andrew Babalola. Michigan has also received 3 crystal ball predictions from Sam Webb, Bryce Merritt, and Steve Lorenz after that. So it is looking very good for Michigan now to land Andrew Babalola. He's obviously the 5-star offensive tackle from the state of Kansas, one of the highest ranked uncommitted prospects in the 2025 class, and the 6'6", 295-pound offensive tackle has kept Auburn, Missouri, Michigan, Oklahoma, and Stanford as the top schools in his recruitment. And for a long time, it was thought to be Stanford that had the huge lead for him, but Michigan slowly but surely started to gain more and more momentum. Auburn came in there, started to gain momentum as well, but there was always one common denominator, and that was Michigan, because Auburn insiders said it was between Auburn and Michigan. Missouri insiders said it was between Missouri and Michigan. Oklahoma, same thing. Stanford, same thing. So Michigan was always, in the mix and really a team to beat for all 4 of those teams. And now it looks like Sherrone Moore could be landing his first 5-star, and of course it would be an offensive lineman. Why would it not? But this would be an absolutely huge win for Michigan in the 2025 class, and it would be their 5th top 100 recruit committed in the 2025 class, and obviously would be their highest ranked commit. So as far as timeline for Andrew Babalola, Steve Wiltfong of On3 did say that a decision draws near here in October for Babalola, so we could see it soon, potentially this month. He has delayed his commitment in the past though. Now head coach Sherrone Moore and offensive line coach Grant Newsome did go out to see Babalola play this past week, obviously during their bye week. We talked about the coaching staff going out on the recruiting trail, as it was a busy week and a busy few days there of recruiting for this coaching staff, and it looks like it could have been a big visit from Sherrone Moore and Grant Newsome. So absolutely huge news there for Michigan. But real quick here, do want to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video and channel throughout the football season. That is right, BetUS. They have all the odds you need, and it's another top 25 matchup, another big game for Michigan coming up against Illinois this Saturday. The odds are out. Michigan is actually favored to win this one, and the spread right now is Michigan by 1, over under 43.5 currently. Let me know what you guys think about that and other college football games on this weekend. I know Texas and Georgia play. That's going to be a huge game. Also a big game for the Lions coming up against the Vikings on Sunday, which right now the Lions are actually not favored to win that one, coming off a big win over the Cowboys. And right now it's a perfect time to get started with BetUS, as currently they are offering a 150% sign-up bonus up to $2,000. Then you also get a 125% bonus on your next 2 deposits up to $2,000, all with promo code YouTube150 at betus.com. So go ahead, check them out. Use promo code YouTube150. Obviously, please gamble responsibly. But let's go ahead and continue here. And I actually did want to talk a little bit about what Sherrone Moore said in his press conference as he spoke to the media this morning. Now, first, I did want to mention Aiden Hutchinson. Obviously, he suffered that terrible leg injury. It was definitely pretty painful to watch. He was going to have a special season, but just hoping for the best, praying for him. And then also Jim Harbaugh, he had an illness problem in his game against the Broncos, went under the medical tent, went to the locker room, did come back out though and finish the game. But Sherrone Moore on Aiden Hutchinson, he said just horrific injury. What a great human being though. Obviously an outstanding player, but a great human being and left a legacy here. I know he's the heartbeat of that team. I really just want to say a prayer to him and his family, tell them that they are in our thoughts. And he also said Coach Harbaugh as well. I sent him a text. He's going to the doctor today, so he'd better go. So I hope he's doing well, but just prayers for both of them. But now on what he talked about the team for Michigan. Talked about a little bit on Jack Tuttle playing against Washington with limited practice time. He said even though he didn't practice, he's been in meetings, he's been out there, so he's seen it, he's done it. He just hasn't been able to practice and do all the things at full speed, and obviously throwing and the timing and all that. So we've talked about it, Jack Tuttle having now 2 full weeks of practice, finding that rhythm with his receivers. This offense, it's going to pay off, and we should see hopefully a lot of improvement with the offense just being more balanced. Sherrone Moore also talked about Michigan's experience with the bye week though. He said last week we came in, practiced, did what we needed to do, but we also wanted to get the guys, the bodies back rested, get them mentally cleared too. He also said, you got to have fun, you can't dread this, you got to love this, just a blessing to walk in this building. He did say, the last 3 years, there's a lot of hard times in those 3 years. It wasn't all peaches and roses, but the wins showed what made us happy. There's plenty of times we came in here, said we got to learn from these wins, and we did. So we're going to do the same thing with the losses. He also did have some injury updates on Rod Moore's health. He said he's still progressing. He can't really speak on the exact timeline, but he's still progressing in a good way. And he said we'll see if he returns this year. Also on Dominick Giudice, Derrick Moore, and Myles Hinton's health, he said looks like they're all trending in the right direction. Feel good about them. I think they'll all practice today, so I feel like we're in a good place with them all. He also talked about the offensive line, whether or not they'll stick with its starters. He said we'll see. If Myles is back, then I think Myles will get the start obviously at left tackle, and then we'll see at right tackle. We have talked about Jeffrey Percy potentially replacing Evan Link at right tackle when Myles Hinton is back, because Percy did do a pretty good job replacing Myles Hinton at left tackle, and Evan Link obviously has been struggling there at right tackle. And then the last thing I wanted to mention is what he said about Amorion Walker's progression at wide receiver. He said the confidence, man. He's such a talented kid, and confidence in knowing the knowledge of the system. He said he'll definitely have a role here a little bigger as we go, and just excited to watch him grow this week. Then real quick here, I did want to talk about a newly offered edge in the 2025 class. The 2025 4-star edge Toby Hostrup from the state of Texas, as he just recently got an offer from the Wolverines. As he told Brace Mayer to the Michigan Insider, I've been in contact with Coach Esposito for some time, and he called me up yesterday, let me know that I got the offer. He said I was quite ecstatic, I can't lie. He said it means a lot, definitely holds weight in terms of my decision making. As I said earlier, it is a great academic and football program. Now the next step would be getting him up on campus for a visit, but that is another option for Michigan on the defensive line, and they would definitely love to add 1 or 2 more in the 2025 class. Then I also wanted to end this video, wanted to talk about who you guys want to see more of on this Michigan team step up in the second half of this season. I think for me personally, I would love to see Amorion Walker step up and start making a lot more plays. Michigan needs a receiver to step up, and we kind of saw a glimpse of what Amorion Walker can be, especially with Jack Tuttle in there as quarterback. We saw him get that great connection from Tuttle in that one pass in the game against Washington. So, it's kind of taken him some time to, get used to the offensive play style, playbook for Michigan. He obviously switched to defense, then he came back to Michigan, switched to wide receiver again. So he's starting to get a better feel of things as a receiver now, and I think if we could really see him step up, Michigan needs a receiver to step up and be a big target, someone other than Colston Loveland. I would love to see Amorion Walker do that. Also hoping we can see more of this offense utilizing Edwards to his strengths in the receiving game, We obviously, got a taste of what this offense could be like with Tuttle in there as quarterback. Now they got 2 full weeks of practice with him, and now we hopefully get to see a new look offense against Illinois and here moving forward in the second half for this Michigan team that is really just looking for a spark here in the second half of the season. So let me know in the comment section down below who you guys want to see step up here in the second half of the season for Michigan. But with that, that's going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Again, shout out to BetUS. Go ahead, check them out at betus.com. Use promo code YouTube150. But other than that, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you are new around here. I greatly appreciate it. And other than that, we will see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.